Well, hello there, how are you all doing? This is mostly to my British subscribers, viewers. How many of you want an Islamic caliphate similar to Iran and what Iran had? Lebanon, that is strangely taking cues from Iran, which is quite good to see. Or any other state, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkey, etc. How many of you want a caliphate like that as your own country? I've been having lots of discussions with various individuals. Some of them I respect quite a lot because they are very knowledgeable and very good and very well researched. But on this issue, I think they're completely wrong. And it's about not voting in elections. Now, in a situation where the voting system runs off proportional representation, in other words, they wait until all the votes are in before they make a decision on who will be the next leader, prime minister, president, whatever you want to call it. Not voting will work fine, in a way, because that is supposedly taken into account due to, in most of those states where this occurs, the constitutional sort of element where those non-voters are counted in with the rest of the voting population, and that non-vote actually holds weight. In the British system, we don't have that, and I think this is where many people fall down. We're first past the post, so it doesn't matter if you don't vote. There is a set time, a set amount of time that votes are counted for, and whoever is at the top spot when all those votes are counted is the leader. This is how we ended up with Keir Starmer, because many people didn't go out and vote. We've had the same thing happen in Gorton and Denton, which has got the Green Party in. And this should have been a wake-up call for everybody. Everybody. Muslims vote in blocks, in family blocks, in clan blocks. Every single one of them will go out and put vote in if it benefits the Islamic cause, or benefits a particular clan. So they were voting whoever is going to advance their cause further. In Gorton and Denton, it was the Greens. This could happen on a national scale, if we don't pull our fingers out of our asses. I've seen many people online talking about the fact that the right can't unify. And for a long while I thought I was firmly of the belief that, yeah, that's correct. Before 2016 I didn't vote. It was only because of Brexit, because it was an idea. It wasn't a person. It was an idea, an ideology, and I idealised belief that we needed to leave the EU, which is what not only myself but quite a lot of other people believed as well, which is why there was such a massive turnout, and it completely screwed up the plans that the establishment had. We were never meant to win. You stuff the ballot enough So it brought that very large landslide that it was down to 53 point something percent. It was meant to be a landslide for Remain. It was always meant to be that. It didn't work out for them. They stuffed the ballot, they just didn't stuff it enough. They will likely do the same again this time. This is our last election. The next one that comes up. And we need to ensure that who we get in will be the person that does the job. Or at least can be steered in a way that does the job. I hate endorsing people, endorsing politicians, endorsing belief structures and political belief structures, because if things go wrong, it reflects badly on you. We have one chance. One chance left. We've seen what happens when you don't vote. Twice now. We've seen what happens when you don't vote. Either end up with Keir Starmer or the Greens. And no one wants Zach Polanski in the next election, do they? Apart from the Muslim population. Not voting will never have worked. Never. Because you need every single person on board. Every single person. There's always going to be one person, yeah, that will feel vindictive enough because they don't take that much of a like to you to go and vote anyway. And then we get whoever they vote for, which is again what we saw and got Keir Starmer, what we saw and got the Greens, Gorton and Denton. We are literally on the precipice of being overtaken. If the Greens get in, there will be the Islamic rule. They will. We will become an Islamic nation through the Greens' own stupidity and suicidal empathy. This has never been more important. Sitting this one out is not an option. Stating that you should sit this one out is a fool's errand, because there's no way we can't combat against this through any other means. We need to use their system. We can't organise enough to actually establish a revolutionary movement. We're too disjointed. Our faction's too small. Our faction's too misaligned on so many different issues and beliefs that are ingrained and embedded within inside people. We can't not vote our way out of this. We haven't got time for a start to get people to actually get on board with this idea. We We haven't really got time to unify around this one idea and around one party. But we must. We aren't going to survive as a nation. We aren't going to survive as a people unless we fucking do. Not voting will kill us. Literally fucking kill us. So all you claiming that that's the way out of this, you're talking out your fucking ass. Juvenile. Completely fucking disjointed and disengaged from reality. This isn't an option. Normally I would agree with you. I did for a lot of years. I voted once after Brexit, and that was to get Boris in. The last time I voted I do not consent. But even that I don't think is going to be. It's going to work. Because no one's going to vote that. Even the non-voters aren't going to vote that. And that would work if we could get it as a campaign across the country and enough people would actually do that. I do not consent disables all of what they do. It essentially makes every single choice that they give to us null and void because we don't consent to any of them. So then they have to find new candidates or dissolve Parliament. They find new candidates, we say I do not consent again. And we keep doing that until they dissolve the Parliament. And then we can rebuild it from scratch. But no one will do that because they don't understand how that works. It's one of the few things I agree with Graham Moore. It is. He's bang on the money with that. Everything else I think is a bit off, you know what I mean? But with that, yeah, he's bang on the money. But we haven't got time to do that. We can't create a campaign that's going to get the numbers that we need in such a short space of time. Our only option, even close to an option, is Rupert Law. And even he's not saying the right things. He may be to a lot of you, but to people like me that know what goes on in the background, those who runs things, it's not fucking Israel. Fucking retards. Who set up Israel? Who set up Mossad? Who set up Shin Bet? Who set up the fucking CIA, for God's sake? We did. You people have no idea how this world works. Who runs the show? This isn't Jewish backers. Finance doesn't solve anything. It's just a means to an end that could be refused and kicked to the curb, which is what always happens. We're tied to monetary value. The elite are not. Jews are tied to monetary value. The elite or not. This is blood, heritage, a scent that rules the world. And if you don't understand that, you're a moron. We haven't got much time, because the people that are going to be taking over when all of this transpires are placing themselves out in the open now. Giving us an idea of who they are, so they can become the saviours. None of whom are Jewish. Neither of the Rothschilds, who many of you float. None of that upper echelon. French, Scandinavian, Swiss, Italian, English-ish. All royal, all thousands of years old. You anti-Jew retards need to start looking at the people that are feeding you this narrative. Because none of them are credible. All of them are intel. And this is a common tactic that's been used for hundreds of years. But you continue to believe your Jewish narrative. Whilst the world burns. And it's all your fault. Not voting is not going to work. Believing the Jews rule the world is bollocks. Get them out of your head. Start listening to people like me and others who know what they're fucking talking about. I've done this 35 years. I know who is intelligent and who isn't, because I've walked in those circles. Interacted with heads of those circles for up to a year, sometimes. If you believe the Jews rule the world, you're being played massively. And you're working to their agenda. And that makes you a useful idiot. No one wants to be a useful idiot. I dare say, especially you. Time is running out. I have a feeling they're going to call an election early because Restore is charging up the polls too quickly and they need to slow it down. If Restore gets in, they've got to change the game plan. And that's where we can start making a difference. If we allow them to get the Greens in, which is what they'll probably end up doing, and have Restore as the opposition, which is pointless, then we've failed and we've lost. I know you don't like voting, I know you think it's feeding into the system. I don't really care about that, to be perfectly frank with you. We need to stick a dagger in their eye. And if we get Restore in and they've got all these promises, all of a sudden, to not usher in a revolution, they have to start doing things. The fact that Restore exists means we've got them on the ropes. Now we need to go for the knockout blow. Thanks for watching.